Inspired by LipstickNick, who did it to Manny MUA, and Glam N Gore, and a couple other pictures. So this isn't really my original creation, it's just inspired by a ton of people's creation, and I put my little spin on it by putting some fake blood. To my channel. So today we are going to be doing a pop art zombie for the last day of Halloweek. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Inspired by LipstickNick, who did it to Manny MUA, and Glam N Gore, and a couple other pictures. So this isn't really my original creation, it's just inspired by a ton of people's creation, and I put my little spin on it by putting some fake blood. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, let's get started. So I started drawing the lines on my face with a very, very light cream color, and I filled in the colors of my base. I used Prom Night by JEFFREE Star for the brain, and then Breakfast at Tiffany's for my face. And what I'm doing here is I'm now coloring in my eye bags. Now I've got several eye bags. And with this eye bag, I plan to have a missing eyeball, or my eye just got popped out of my skull and is hanging down. This is not an original idea of mine, but I've seen multiple pop art zombie images with this idea. So it was kind of hard to create my own original picture. I don't really like taking credit for anybody else's work, so I have to say there were a lot of other pictures with generally this same ideal, but I'm just following a lot of inspiration. And next I'm drawing the teeth with a white liquid lip liner, or not lip liner, but lipstick actually, and I'm using Drug Lord by JEFFREE Star. Now I don't really know how to describe the shape of a tooth to you. You have to just look at your own teeth and then mimic where that would be. But pretty much how it goes is the top teeth you want narrower at the top and rounder and wider at the bottom. And for the bottom teeth, you want wider at the top and narrower and rounder at the bottom. So just take a look at your own teeth. And so once you have all the teeth filled in, you're going to go around the outer part of the tooth with Prom Night, the same color you used for your eye bags and brain. And we're going to make that the gum color. Now, just letting you know, just be careful and precise throughout this whole look, because honey, this is fun, but it took me almost 2 hours to do. So just go throughout that, filling out the gum. Now to create some depth, we're going to go in with a darker red shade. I did start out with WIFEY from JEFFREE Star, but then I came back in with some unicorn blood, and just go along that on the very outer part of the gums. This is cartoony, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but this is still pop art, so it's cartoon with some dimension and some pop and so on and so forth. By the way, if you're wondering, I am not sponsored by JEFFREE Star in this video. I just decided to use my liquid lipsticks that I had on hand, which is mostly JEFFREE Star, just because I decided to try a different technique. Instead of the creams, try a liquid lipstick to dry down, and outlined the outer part of the gum, like the line of the gum, and then blended it downward with some black eyeshadow. And as you can see, I did outline my teeth too and create that gap between the teeth. So I'm now going to go back in with Weirdo and I'm going to start outlining. The reason why I didn't use the dark tones before the outline was because I didn't want the liquid lipsticks to mix with the black and become muddy and gray. So that's what I did. And then we're going to start blending downward toward the wrinkles. Every line you do, just blend downward and a little bit of the outer and the inner corner as well, so it can appear more realistically pop art like. I can't really say realistic because it's pop art. And now I'm going to highlight with Drug Lord. I did have to go back in with some prom night and pretty much line those lines with Weirdo, but like I said, pop art is very dimensional while saying cartoony, so just keep dimension in mind while you do your tutorial. So I'm then going to create the missing eye. I'm taking Weirdo and I'm going to start patting it in a large area. This eye's supposed to be missing, so that's why I'm going so dark all the way around. So, but on the other eye, we're going to not really do a precise blended eye shape. A lot of pop art zombies, the eye actually like have a kind of oval, harsh shape to their eye. So that's what I did here, and I'm forcing it with black eyeshadow, again, just because you don't want this to crease. And now I'm filling in what is the nostrils of your zombie. This should remain a very skeletal shape. And I'm sticking with the same pop art kind of shape that I did yesterday. It's more furrowed up towards the beginning and more arched than it normally is for your regular brow, and then way down to make it look kind of, I wouldn't say evil, but I guess evil. And you're going to create the lines and the contours on your face. And I'm also creating some semi-blended lines around the mouth areas so that it can pop. And I'm going to also add contours to the cheekbones and the chin. And then I'm also outlining the brain area, which I believe we're going to start working on it now. Yes, we're working on it now. But like I said, I'm blending it messily upwards with some black. This doesn't have to be perfect. It's brain and mush. So go back in with black and pink and make it kind of patchy and some white, and you get my drift. And then we're going to re-outline that brain again, and we're going to start drawing the lines of the brain to make it look squishy. I'm going to work on the eyeball. I'm going to start going in with the white and fill in the white of the eye, and then I'm going to go in with a red shade. And I'm also going to outline the eyeball. I'm using Weirdo and blending it into the red a little bit and creating a firmer line as we go around the eyeball. Now I am shading the eyeball a little bit on one side to make it look a little bit more round. And I'm also going to shade the sides of that vein and the top of it. And I'm going to make a harsh reflection with the white. And then now we're going in with a very fine detail brush with the red, and we're going to create fine veins. And now we're going to create the pupil. I'm going to just make a circle with Weirdo and then go around it with Jawbreaker so that it looks like an eyeball. Now I'm going to make my lips. I'm going to use You Better Work by Jeffree Star. And I'm going to go along the center of my lip with black to make it have more dimension. And then we're going
to outline our lips with thick black. Now, I thought it ended up looking a little too black, so I went back in with You Better Work, and then I'm creating a harsh reflection on the lip with Drug Lord. And then on those gaps that we made, I'm going to be a little bit different, and so that it doesn't copy Nicole's or Mikey's or most other pop arts. And I'm going to put some Scab Blood in those holes to kind of make it a little bit of my own creation. Like I said, there wasn't really much I can do in terms of being different because 2016 was the year of pop art zombies, and everything's been done that I could think of. So I just decided to take inspiration from multiple pictures and make it my own thing.
Alright guys, and that was it for this pop art zombie. I hope you guys enjoyed the last day of Halloweek. As always, comment, like, share, and of course subscribe. And as always, stay beautiful and stay you. Bye guys!